Okay, let's go. Number 10. The interdimensional or cryptoterrestrial hypothesis that says aliens are already living among us or beneath us right now. Recent papers by respected scientists suggest some UAP aren't from other planets, but from other dimensions or hidden bases right here on Earth, underground, underwater, or phased slightly out of our reality. The technology doesn't match interstellar travel. It matches something that never left. Whistleblowers describe non-human biologics recovered from crashes that look biological, but not from any known evolutionary tree. The hypothesis says they've been here longer than us, maybe sharing the planet in secret. Let that sink in. The aliens aren't coming. They're already home. We share the oceans and the crust with them, and we never noticed. The theory explains why some sightings happen in restricted military areas, why some objects emerge from the water and return to it, why the government acts like it knows more than it admits. They aren't visitors, they're neighbors. The cryptoterrestrial idea turns every strange ocean anomaly and every underground-based rumor into potential alien real estate. The most disturbing part is how close they might be. Not light years away, miles, or meters. Phased just out of sight. The hypothesis doesn't feel like science fiction anymore. The data from UAP reports keeps pointing local, not distant. The sky isn't the only place they're hiding. The ground beneath your feet might be their front yard. The ultimate theory that suggests aliens are real is the one that says they never left. They're here. They've always been here. And the proof is in the sightings we can't explain and the data we can't release. The cosmos didn't send them. The cosmos hid them right under our noses. We are not alone on this planet. We never were. And the neighbors might finally be getting tired of hiding. Number 9. The dark forest theory that says aliens are real, but staying deadly silent for survival. Liu Cixin's idea taken seriously by physicists. The galaxy is a dark forest. Every civilization is a hunter with a gun. The moment you reveal your location, you risk being wiped out by someone bigger and faster. So everyone stays quiet, everyone hides, everyone listens. The theory explains the Fermi paradox perfectly. Aliens exist in huge numbers. They just don't broadcast. They don't build obvious megastructures. They stay dark and lethal. Let that sink in. The silence we hear isn't emptiness. It's paranoia. Every star system could contain a civilization holding its breath, waiting for the first idiot to light up the sky. We might have already sent signals that painted a target on Earth. The dark forest turns the cosmos into a deadly game of hide and seek, where the losers get erased. Advanced aliens aren't friendly explorers. They're armed and scared. The theory fits the data better than almost anything else. No signals, no obvious structures. Just the occasional strange visitor that doesn't stick around. They know the rules. We are still learning them. The forest is full of predators, and we just turned on a flashlight. The dark forest doesn't suggest aliens might exist. It assumes they do, and explains why they're terrifyingly quiet. Every new radio telescope we build could be ringing the dinner bell. The hunters are out there. They hear everything, and they don't forgive mistakes. The theory makes the night sky feel alive with hidden eyes and loaded weapons. We are not alone. We are simply not yet shot. The silence is survival, and the hunters are very good at it. The forest is dark for a reason, and that reason is them. Number 8. The zoo hypothesis that says advanced aliens are deliberately hiding from us. The idea is simple. We're in a cosmic zoo. Older civilizations know we're here, and they have a policy of non-interference until we reach a certain technological or ethical level. That explains the Great Silence perfectly. They're watching but not talking. They have the tech to stay invisible. Cloaking. Stealth orbits. Signals we can't detect yet. The galaxy is old enough that someone should have colonized everything. Yet we're alone in our little corner. The zoo hypothesis says that's on purpose. We're being protected or studied or allowed to mature. Let that sink in. The reason the sky looks empty is because someone wants it that way. They could be in our solar system right now, observing without us knowing. The hypothesis turns every unexplained UAP into a possible zookeeper checking the enclosure. It explains why we haven't been contacted openly. Advanced species might have rules about young civilizations. We are the animals in the exhibit. The keepers stay behind the glass. The idea is elegant and chilling. It means the silence isn't empty. It's polite, or strategic, or protective. Number 7. Directed panspermia and the idea that life on Earth was deliberately seeded. Francis Crick and Leslie Orgel proposed it decades ago. The building blocks of life arrived on comets or probes sent by an advanced civilization. The genetic code shows suspicious uniformity. Certain molecules appear in quantities that seem optimized rather than random. The jump from chemistry to biology on early Earth happened suspiciously fast. Directed panspermia says someone or something planted the first microbes here on purpose, maybe as an experiment, maybe as a backup, maybe as a message. The theory fits the data better than pure chance. Let that sink in. Your DNA might carry the signature of alien engineering from billions of years ago. The universe didn't just happen to spark life here, it was helped. And if it happened once, it could have happened on countless worlds. The senders might still be watching their experiment unfold. Or they might be gone and we're the only ones left. Panspermia turns Earth from a lonely accident into a deliberate garden. The evidence is in the oddities of our biochemistry that don't match local chemistry. The theory explains why life appeared so quickly after the planet cooled. Someone gave it a head start. The cosmos feels less random, more intentional. Directed panspermia doesn't just suggest aliens exist, it suggests they cared enough to reach across space and seed us. We might be their descendants or their project. The idea reframes every living thing on the planet. Your cells might contain code written by hands we will never shake. The theory is elegant and terrifying. It makes humanity feel less like the center and more like the result, and the senders might still be out there checking on their investment. The stars look different when you realize one of them might have aimed something at us on purpose. Number 6. Martian meteorites containing microfossils and organic structures that look biological. ALH 84001 and other meteorites blasted off Mars millions of years ago carry tiny structures that resemble fossilized bacteria, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, magnetite crystals arranged in chains like those made by terrestrial microbes. The forms are too organized for random geology. NASA scientists published the findings and the debate exploded. Skeptics said contamination, but the structures sit inside the rock in ways that rule out Earth contamination. Recent analysis with better tools keeps finding more. Organic molecules in Jezero crater. Methane spikes that fluctuate seasonally like biological activity. Perseverance rover keeps sending back data that looks suspiciously like ancient lake beds with chemical signatures of life. Let that sink in. Mars might have had living things and some of them hitched a ride to Earth inside rocks. Panspermia isn't theory anymore, it's evidence on the table. The red planet wasn't always dead. It had water, it had atmosphere, it had time, and it might have had neighbors. The meteorites are physical proof that material moves between planets. If life started on Mars, it could have seeded Earth, or vice versa. The fossils are small, but the implication is massive. We're holding pieces of another world that once lived. The universe doesn't need to invent life twice if it can share it across space. Martian meteorites turn the solar system from sterile to potentially alive, and the life might not have stayed on Mars. It could be the reason you're here breathing right now. The rocks don't lie. The structures look biological because they probably are. Mars whispers that we're not the first, and the meteorites keep falling, carrying the evidence with them. Every new analysis adds another layer. The past is talking, and it's saying life got around. Number 7. Pentagon UAP reports and whistleblower testimony that defies every known propulsion system. In 2021, the US government released footage and data showing objects that accelerate from 0 to hypersonic in seconds with no sonic boom, no wings, no exhaust. They drop from 30,000 feet to sea level in the blink of an eye. Radar data confirms the maneuvers. Pilot eyewitness accounts match the sensor data. These things ignore gravity and inertia like the laws don't apply. Congressional hearings followed. Whistleblowers with high-level clearances described crash retrieval programs and non-human biologics. The Pentagon admitted the phenomena are real and unexplained. They aren't balloons, they aren't drones, they aren't secret American tech because the same objects show up worldwide. The performance envelope breaks every physics model we have for propulsion. Let that sink in. The most powerful military on Earth is on record saying something in our skies is operating with technology we don't possess. These aren't distant lights. They're objects interacting with our planes and ships. The reports keep coming. New videos surface every year. The pattern is consistent. Something is here and it's not ours. The government isn't calling them aliens yet, but the data leaves no other logical conclusion. Advanced propulsion, transmedium travel, instant acceleration. These are signatures of intelligence that mastered physics we haven't touched. The sky isn't empty, it's occupied, and the occupants don't seem interested in hiding completely anymore. UAP aren't a conspiracy. They're a documented reality the Pentagon itself can't explain away. The evidence is public. The implications are terrifying. We're sharing the planet with something that can outmaneuver anything we fly, and they have been for decades. The reports aren't stopping, they're increasing. The truth is leaking out one declassified video at a time, and every new release makes the word alien feel less like science fiction and more like the only explanation left. Number 8. JWST biosignature detections on distant exoplanets that scream technological activity. The James Webb Space Telescope launched and immediately started spotting atmospheres that shouldn't exist without life tweaking them. Dimethyl sulfide on K218, B, phosphine on other worlds. Molecules that on Earth are produced almost exclusively by living organisms or industrial processes. These aren't vague hints. The spectral lines are clear. Astronomers run the models, and natural geology can't explain the concentrations. Something is actively pumping those gases into the air. Combine that with the sheer number of Earth-like planets in habitable zones, and the picture sharpens fast. We're not talking about microbial sludge. Some of these signatures look like they could come from advanced energy production or waste. The telescope keeps delivering more. Each new observation tightens the knot. If these are false positives, the coincidences are piling up too perfectly. Scientists who once scoffed at alien life now pause when they see the data. The universe is full of planets that look engineered, not by accident, by design. Your nightly sky contains worlds where the air itself might be artificial. Let that sink in. We are staring at atmospheres that behave like someone is living there and using technology. The silence we feared might not be silence at all. It might be them keeping quiet on purpose. JWST isn't just finding planets, it's finding fingerprints, and the fingerprints don't match anything natural we've ever seen. The telescope turned the cosmos into a crime scene, and the evidence keeps pointing away from us being alone. Every new spectrum adds another voice to the chorus saying life is common. Intelligent life might be common too. The data doesn't whisper, it shouts, and the shout is getting louder with every orbit. We are no longer guessing, we are detecting. The age of denial is ending. The age of confirmation is beginning right now above our heads.